feel. Ooh, you know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh.
Test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's get going. There we are. Sweet. Hey, everybody. It is Sam. It's a little bit later. I wanted to make this so that it starts like I'm talking to you by 7:05, perhaps earlier, but I don't want to throw people off. But more or less, I've been ready, and I'm just waiting to get started. First of all, welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And let's see who's here. Claire is here. Shannon's here. Jennifer's here. Sweet. Simplest. Claire, we missed you yesterday at the jam on the Zoom wall. I hope you were doing something funner. Anyway, we had a great time at the jam yesterday, and I wanted to start off by, I'm really talking, so there's about 25-ish of you that consistently watch. Now, there's about 8 of you that consistently comment, but there's about 25 of you or 20 of you that consistently watch. And so it's I'm talking to everybody, and especially the replay community, but specifically you guys, because I'm curious about the Sunday jams. And as the summer rolls on, I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are on, I just went Southern on you. Hey, Anastasia. What, your thoughts are on continuing the Sunday jams. Like, if they become harder for you to attend. I never thought the whole stream would last this long, let alone like the jams. And so if you, just whatever feedback you could give me would be good. Everything is fine. The health of the stream, the attendance, everybody watching is fine. I just want to check in because I know as the summer, sort of opens up, literally, figuratively, and hopefully pandemically, that we may not be around on Sundays. For me in my personal life, the Sunday is a chance for me and Tara to hoop together, and then me and Anne, and now Spiral for the next week, maybe. And so I like them. I like doing them. I also test out some cool things with the stream on them. So just if you have any feedback, about the stream or about the Sunday jam, like would it help you if it was moved up? Would it help if it was moved back? Okay, sweet, Jennifer. All right. Well, I'm cool doing it because for me, it is like throwing like the pandemic equivalent of a party, which is me and Tara and maybe Anne joining in. So for me, I look forward to them every week, but whatever. Okay, so then the second thing that I wanted to say is that I want to what I've been trying to do recently is stay within a rotation with the classes, not like super firm, but just like have a myth and flow class, then have a technique class, then have YouTube gone. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what is going on with this. Huh. Okay. I don't know what is going on. The service that I use is called Restream, and I don't know. Something changed with my membership status, and now all of a sudden, I've spoken to them a couple of times. The stream keeps crashing. Yeah. Okay. So YouTube should be back up now, y'all. Oh. Okay, so it is back? Okay, it should be. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Yeah, I don't know what is going on because when you go back and watch the YouTube stream, it doesn't even interrupt. So I'm not really sure what is happening with YouTube right now. I'm pretty sure this is a restream thing. All right, YouTube, we're here. Okay, sweet. All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. Well, let's just stay in the flow. So yeah, we're on a rotation, and tonight we're going to be doing a My Dan class. And okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for chiming in about YouTube being back. We know now, and that's awesome. Okay. And Carla, sweet. So yeah, we are back on YouTube. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, this kills my stream, so I hope that people will refresh their browser or whatever. Sorry, y'all. Let me type something just to make sure that anyone who doesn't know to refresh will refresh. Okay. So anyway, let's get started with the class. I want to. Yeah, okay. I wanted to teach a myth and flow class tonight, and the way that I like to teach these classes is based on my practices that I've been having. And today I just had a great practice. I've had a good weekend. Yesterday's jam was super fun. Tara and her family were here. Viv is back. So it was just a really sort of good feeling, and I got into my hoop today, and I really just sort of thought, I start sort of going into my hoop space, and I realized that for me, my hoop space is super introspective, and it always has been that way. And so for me, I just started thinking, well, that introspection is, Pasha. And so Pasha is a character within the My Dan story who is the third My Dan to come into sort of the collection of women that become the Order. and her name is Pasha, and she's been given the name the Peacemaker, and that's because in her famous story, when she's just still pretty young woman, like 19 or 20, she brings peace to a civil war that had been going on for about 20 or 15 or 20 years and had been very destructive. And she has this moment where she brings peace to those two warring tribes, and in gratitude, those two tribes give, they become one tribe again. It's two warring twin brothers, but they give at the heart of their territory, they give the Maidan where they call home, which is this sort of elevated forest that only the Maidan can go into, and so with permission. And so then they protect the Maidan there. And so Pasha basically is a huge, huge factor. I mean, just here historically, because she makes the whole Maidan possible by sort of bringing peace. And then her as a character, where you can find her is that she's intellectual and she's a thinking person. And she is unafraid of thought. She is unafraid of intellectual disagreement. And she's a firm believer in sort of how the wind makes the bridge sturdy kind of thing. Like she sort of believes that you don't know how sturdy the bridge is until the winds really hit it. And she wants to have a sturdy bridge. And so if that makes sense, I hope it did. So what we're going to do for Pasha, I really wish I had titled the class a little bit differently, because it would be more like Pasha Guides an Introspection class. And so what we'll be doing tonight, this is not for everybody. You're not going to learn any techniques, but we're going to sort of go in. I'm going to talk a little bit about Pasha, and then we're just going to sort of let the introspection happen. I'm very aware that if you're hanging on my every word, that it's going to be hard for you to have introspection. So this class will be a little bit less talking during some of the exercises so that you can have this introspection. And then the other thing, and I'll talk a little bit about this in this way. If you really want to embrace the process of tonight, then allow yourself to take note of all the feelings, all the thoughts, good, bad, the ones you approve of, the ones you wish you hadn't thought, like I can't get into this, I'm too hungry, blah, blah, blah. All of that is really important, because what we're doing is we're using these signals to help us sort of understand what is this invisible form of ourselves. And so these signals are really important because they're the ones that are coming to the surface. They're the ones we can see, we can think, right? Like, I am hungry. So we take note of that, and that helps us find this sort of invisible thing, which is our consciousness, right? And how we relate it to the world. Okay, so I'm going to jump into sway now, and we're going to start off super soft. Tara is on teaching her last class tonight, so she will hopefully be joining us at some point, but maybe not. So if you see an empty square there and Rex looking for his owner, that's what's happening. Tiff, I'm so sorry. I really am. I wish there was... All right, here we go, and we will start. Audible breath in. I think if I was at peace all the time, I may not love the character of Pasha as much as I do. Because of all the Maidan, Pasha is probably the least like me. Audible breath in. But she's most like who I want to be. Audible breath in. Pasha, the Peacemaker, is here in spirit with us. A hooper said to me once, Pasha feels like my grandmother's touch. Audible breath in. Serenity and peace. A release from conflict and engagement. Open. Audible breath in. Tonight, Pasha is pointing you inside. She is directing you inward. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Pasha would ask the same question over and over again sometimes to help stir that introspection. She would ask those who sit with her, "Who are you?" And they would answer, and she would say, "Who are you?" And they would answer again, looking for a more specific answer, and she would keep asking, "Who are you? Who are you?" Until they were no longer talking about their job. They were no longer talking about their accomplishments. But she would ask, "Who are you?" until they started talking about who they really were. Open. Open. Who are you? Who are you? Pasha would say, you start with the simple answers. And you make your way like water to the deeper answers. Who are you? Open. Open. Okay. Okay, so in the way we're gonna go with tonight here, let me welcome Tara. Welcome to to the class. Sweet. Tara is now here, everyone, so we can all relax. Okay, so these are flow-based classes. Flow-based classes, if you haven't had one, are a little bit less directed. And tonight we're going to be talking about introspection. So I'll be saying a few stories, a little sort of, oh, nice, cool. Okay, you guys are digging it. Okay, cool. Well, let's just go ahead and move into our first exercise. So here's the way this is going to work. This is kind of like a Piaget exercise, but with a little bit more of me talking. And what you're going to try to do is be with the song, and then we're going to try to take notes a little bit. Like we're going to keep that "who are you" question, and maybe now we're going to go from "who are you" to "how do you feel? How does this feel? How does this feel? How did this feel?" Because what we're really doing is we're tuning in that sense of introspection. Like so that we're trying to see past, maybe impulses that we would feel and things like that. So I'm not going to give you a technique that you have to work for this exercise or anything like that. Because I really want you to process your way through it. And then after this is over, we're going to talk about it. So if during any song tonight you have a particular revelation or something that you want to share with the group, please do. I'll read them after the song. Pasha believed in a balance of listening and speaking. But she believed that most people that she encountered were so bad at listening. It was a skill so undeveloped. That they were all imbalanced because they were such poor listeners. And Pasha was a talker. She wasn't an introvert per se. She most certainly wasn't shy. She just believed that some people didn't listen so well. Open. Pasha is here with us in spirit. And it's as if she keeps telling us, listen, listen. What are you hearing right now? How does the air feel? Many of Pasha's students, her second question was, tell me where you are. Her first question was, who are you? And her second question was, tell me where you are. And then my dad would say, I am in the forest with you. And she would say, tell me where you are. They would say, I am in front of you. And she would say, tell me where you are. And they would say, I am confused. And she would say, tell me where you are. And then they would crack open. Audible breath in. Okay, sweet. RB, welcome. Okay, so we'll move into another track. And again, we're just going to go from track to track. I hope you're getting sort of a vibe from this. Now, what I want to do before, actually, let me give a little bit of space to this, that if anyone has, I know this is a little awkward, but in the pandemic, this is about the best we can get with community here. So if you have, any thoughts or feelings regarding what comes up in your introspection, a song, whatever, I hope you'll feel comfortable with everybody to share it. And you don't have to, but and then on replay, if anybody's watching this like tomorrow, you can always comment. I do read them. I don't respond a lot, but I do read them. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to move into our next one. The music and the experience tonight is a little bit more on the chill side, but it is going to pick up a little bit. Now, what I invite you to do, and this is one of the things that can really help you with introspective hooping, is to find for you something, a soothing, sweet, physical rhythm of something for you to do. Whatever it is. It could be waist hooping, it could be whatever it is. And to use that as a starting point so that you can have perhaps a more meditative experience. Like to put your movements to create movement that is easy for you to be with, so that your mind is free to go wherever it wants to go. Trick list, there's no to-do list. Despair. Who are you? Tell me where you are. And now, where do you want to go? Pasha believed that everyone should have an ascension point. Something higher, beyond their current grasp that they were reaching for. So as we flow to this, where do you want to go? Let your mind draw it. Let your mind think it. Let your inner voice say it. Where do you want to go? All right, sweet Jackie, great. Let's get that. So let me make sure. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's keep the flow going just a little bit. We're kind of feeling sort of a chill thing tonight, but I hope this song doesn't get us kicked off Facebook if we're even on there. Okay. So this may not be for everybody, and of course you can hoop. This is a flow class, so you can hoop any way that you'd like to.
Covered in dust, the wings of my porcelain dove.
But what I'm doing right now is essentially sustained stalling.
Frozen in time, fragile to touch. She
And
melts like
it's
the
not for
waves
everybody. It
on
can make
my
people
tongue.
really dizzy.
The goddess of heavenly love fades out of sight.
But this is perhaps the most hooper of Pasha's concepts. Now, she believed it was good to get absorbed, to become absorbed, not obsessed, but to be all the way in the water sometimes. To be unafraid of going deeper.
Dark was the night, her shape and a void in my eyes. It was black but so violently bright, like the birth of a sun.
Good. I may lose some of you here, but
So I cried out,
this concept could also be
but
called
my
hooping
voice could
blurry.
not be heard aloud.
It could also be called hooping blurry. It's like you move in such a way that everything kind of becomes blurry, and you get lost in that.
Oh, your stars are
Open. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. What's that favorite? Ram Dass introduced me to so many amazing quotes. He was a quote machine, not of his own stuff, but of everybody else. And of course he had his own stuff, but I love the whole, like, the mind is a wonderful servant and a terrible master, kind of thing. It can be really... Okay. All right, so we're going to mix things up a little bit, and we actually are going to bring a little bit of energy out now. And yeah, okay, we'll do one. This will be probably the only high energy song that we're really going to do tonight. I wish I had a good Pasha story to make this make sense. But my dad, when I was a kid, he used to turn the... Actually, let me... When I was a kid, my dad would turn the radio off so that he could listen to the engine. Okay? And it was super soothing for him. And we had this big, almost muscle car thing. He just wanted to turn the radio off so he could listen to the engine. We're going to listen to the engine. I don't have a Pasha story for this, but we're going to listen to the engine. And so this song's upbeat, and if you can ride with it, we're just going to listen to how your body feels at the end of it, okay? All right. Absolutely, Sharon. Well, Carla, you are potential. Your smile, Carla, is packed with potential. Okay. Everybody else that knows you would say that.
I call it housework.
No. We're not going to listen to that one. That would definitely... that will get us kicked off. Okay, sweet. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope everybody's feeling good. Anyway, thank you for this class tonight and for the things that are going. I really have appreciated some of your comments, hearing. Hopefully, I don't know how your engine sounded just now, but hopefully it sounded pretty good. Some of you have been working with me a long time now, and maybe that's helping. All right. Why don't we'll do one last exercise tonight, and then we'll move into a free hoop. Thank you for saying that, Jennifer. Okay, so we're going to do one final core exercise, just to sort of finish out the exercise of this. Engine is straight revs. That's why Calgary and the South are so similar. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to listen to core rhythms. This will be our final Pasha teaching now. And this is listening to the rhythms that you're creating. So you can close your eyes if it helps you. I'll start the music over so you can get a fresh take on the song. But what I want you to do is listen to how your body hoops as it goes around. You can close your eyes or whatever, but to listen to that, I'm going to bring the song back a little bit so you can have some fun with this. Core hooping, that's the top of the head to the bottoms of the feet. Could be anywhere in between there, could be on the legs, could be anywhere. And then what you're going to try to do, instead of creating a visual, you're going to listen to a sound, right? Like listening to the hoop go around me. One of the ways that if you're having trouble listening to the hoop, just snap. Just do some kind of noise-making activity as you hoop, and you'll start to hear the hoop. And I was still here, trying to make a way. Take it one day, one time today. Take it one day, one time today. Keeping up if you love ain't a sure thing, but I'll keep holding on. I got faith in you. I got faith in you. It's not what you're seeing the hoop do, it's what you're hearing it do. You're listening to your own rhythm. You're the reason the hoop is moving, and yet you can still listen to that. You're like a drummer that can hear their own drumming. Okay, you guys are awesome. We are going to move into the free hoop, and I think we've been kicked off Facebook a long time ago. So if we weren't kicked off Facebook, this one will do it for the free hoop. This is a HoopPath classic. Everybody loves this one. I love it too. This will be our free hoop now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. The next class will be Thursday at 7.
We used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel like I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks.
Thank you so much for tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. This is the free hoop. Thank you for all the donations that have been coming in lately. I really appreciate it.
Don't speak, I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking.
You got it, Claire. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody.
It hurts.
As always, guys, great to see you. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it.
I can't believe this could be.
Yeah, you got it, Paula. Thank you. Hey, Tommy. This YouTube situation.
I don't need your reasons. I don't need you explaining. Oh no no. I know. Said I know and I know and I know and
You guys are very welcome. Thank you so much. So this next song will be the last song, if anybody is still here. Tara agrees with you, Jennifer. Anastasia. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate